Oh, hello there. Doing a follow up here on this teardown. This Ironhead Sportster. Got it all tore apart, cylinders off, got my new parts in, got all my gaskets, rings, all that good stuff. Next step here, I want to show you how to do bushings, wrist pin bushings. Of course, this is the old one right here. So, take you on back here and show you what I've done to the cylinders. And got them all cleaned up, got them all polished up and everything. And let me take you back here and show you them. Well, here you go. Cleaned them up, polished them. Oh, the rocker top, I mean the rocker boxes. Use that really high temperature heat resistant paint and primer. Definitely primered them. But they come out okay. I didn't know whether to go gloss, flat black, so I went ahead and went with the gloss. So as you can see there, they turned out pretty all right. But let's get back to those connecting rod bushings. All right, we're back here at the workbench. I wanted to show you these connecting rod bushings. Get all this mess out of the way here. Got everything pretty much laid out. But here's an old one, and here's a new one. Here's a new pin, and here's an old wrist pin. And what would be a good investment is in buying one of these reamers. Bought it off eBay, $10 plus $3 shipping. It was well worth it. Yeah, well worth it. Let me get this C clamp here out of the way. That was for the took the valves out with it. Set it over there, stick it in the way so it won't fall down on the floor. Alright, well, I'll just leave it lay there. But this here, it's a 5/32 to 27/32 reamer. And this is what you basically get with that reamer. And a good price for what you're going to do on these, because what it is I'll put this over here. The new wrist pin and the new bushing. Get these two older items out of the way. They will not fit. You have to ream them out. And you have to ream them out to 791 inches, not in metrics, but inches. But when I was had the old pistons in there, which, as you can see, what happened to this one, it wobbled, and I said, oh, what the hell, just change the bushings out to make it do it upright. So another instrument you'll need to get this right is digital micrometer. So we'll turn that on, zero it out, put it on inches. We don't want metric, we want inches. It won't stay zero. And what we're looking for is measurement of your wrist pin. There's a new one at, which is point 789, which you need a 791. The inner diameter on this old one, measure that out, get that out there, get it rotated. It's about 790, but everybody's saying it's got to be 791. And then with the new one, we've got to go, and you can see how much it's got to be taken out, reamed out. So in order to do that, well, this is a fully adjustable reaming tool. Move these out of the way. And how to operate this, it slides from one end to the other. Let's see, I think it's a 5/8. Yeah, it looks like 5/8 there. But you have to adjust it. And, oh, it's already loose. Okay. You have to adjust it out, and you turn it in to increase and decrease the size, the diameter of what's going in. So let me see where it's set at right now and find its highest point. And we want 791. So we don't have, now we gotta go on the blades. It's got, let's see, it's got 6 blades on it. So get the highest point here, make sure that I don't go over and measure that out. But I'm not going to ream this bushing out here on the bench. I'll be reaming them out while they're installed on the bike. And so that tells me how much I gotta adjust that out. So let's take this, turn this until you get a proper fit. You know what I'd use? Probably use this as a guide. Use this as a guide, the old one, to get it close. And see how that measures up. Well, I'll loosen that up a little bit more. And we'll turn it some more here. Let me use a stumpy wrench here. And I think I'm going the wrong way. Let me back it up and go the opposite direction. Not sure which way goes which till you figure it out. But no. Back it up some more. Well, you just keep fiddling with it till you get it right, till you get it close. And what I'll do is I'll probably stick this, there it is, okay. Loosen that back up a little bit so I can get it back off of there. And what I'll do is I'll stick one end into the vise, preferably this end right here. I'll stick it in the vise to hold it in place while I take my measurement. And as you can see, not quite 791. Let me back that off a little bit more and get this right. That's 795. Let me put that back in. Oops, nope. And we adjust it out some more here. But yeah, you gotta fiddle with it, fool with it till you get the measurement quite right, till you get out to 791. But what I'd probably do, to be on the safe side, there's 793, getting close. There's another high spot there. 785. There we go. That's 790. I'd probably go with 790 or maybe 789 or something like that to start it out with. Here's the new one. You see the measurement is a 792, 791. But you want to put that in there while it's installed in the bike, in the connecting rod that is, and you want to go ahead and turn it and cut this out. But be very careful, do a little at a time. You know, don't take off one big bite, just take it out, adjust it, take it out, adjust it, keep measuring, measure, cut, measure until you get it just right. And then when you get to the point to where the where your wrist pin will slide in and out compared to this old one and a new wrist pin, that it's got a slight drag to it. Of course, this is an old one, and it, you know, I could see some markings in it, so I just went ahead and do it right, get the new bushing. But you can't make it tight because there's oil has to go in there. That's what that slot's for right there, is to get the oil in there to lubricate as it's going up and down. And you don't want to burn that bushing out. So another thing too is once you get the pistons installed, the wrist pins in, and take a micrometer or another gauge and see how much tolerance it is. And what I'm liking about these new pistons that I've got is it has the C-clip type, not those other type of clips, which I'm liking that. That's going to make life so much easier on me on installing these pistons. So what I definitely would get, let me get something here. Oh. Dig these out. Let me see, here's my dial indicator. And of course, made in China, but it's still good. I did a rear end on a pickup truck one time for the backlash, and I got a magnetic setup, a magnetic base to set that up with, and you'll set it on here, set it up magnet wise, and then you'll check your free play on there, and you can roll it around there and see how many thousandths of an inch you got play. I'm going to do a little more research on what the tolerance is on that, on the measurement on there, but I'm still going to go with 790 or 7.791 is what they're calling for. But like I say, just have to cut a little at a time and be extra careful not to overdo it, or you'll have to just go and put new bushings in and put another set of bushings in to start all over. Why they don't come out standard like you do on any other thing, I don't know. Why can't they just have them already pre-cut? That if anybody can answer me that question, why they do it this way, I'd like to know why. That's the new pin. Here's the old one. It's not going to fit in there, and that's the new bushing for the iron head Sportster connecting rod through the piston. So, but we'll take it out and I'll demonstrate on how to ring these out, and how I'm doing it when I do the cutting, when I cut it out, and that way you all can do the same thing. eBay, $10, well worth the money. I've heard people taking these and using the brake honers and sliding the little wheel cylinder brake honers and sticking them in there. But I looked at that, I don't think a brake honer would fit in there. But I went this way. It's same price as a brand new brake honer, but I'll use this once. So if anybody needs one, look on eBay. If you can't find it on eBay, send me a message. I might mail this to you and sell it to you for the same price I bought it for. So it's one of those items that will lay in my box and probably never use for years, but you never know. But these are the numbers: 25 to 30 seconds, 25 30 seconds to 27 30 seconds reaming tool. So it came out of Chicago area tool company, and the price was really nice. I liked the price on it, so I went ahead and got it. Alrighty, let's move on to the next item.